Hey Clint, we got about a half hour before the big contact. Are you nervous?
There's a little nervousness in there, of course, but the kids are all prepared. Our audio visual is all prepared. It's just making sure that the technical telebridge occurs with Italy.
Wow, now how long have you been planning this contact?
Gordon, there's been 13 months of preparation behind the scenes, more than 2,900 email messages, several teleconferences with Johnson Space Control, and of course, amateur radio operators all over the planet working to make this happen. But 13 months we've been working on this 10-minute radio contact.
Wow.
Good morning. Welcome to Flabob Airport Prepatory Academy, where through the efforts of volunteer organizations like AMSAT, the ARRL, and the space agencies involved, our students will be discussing life aboard the ISS with an astronaut who is on board the International Space Station this morning. It has been 13 months of preparation for a 10-minute conversation, but the kids have been learning about space, about learning about our exploration of the heavens, and it's been a wonderful learning experience for not only the students, but also for the instructors and those amateur radio operators who are helping out. For our schedule, the ISS will not be over Riverside or Jurupa Valley, California. It'll be over actually Italy. And Claudio is a radio amateur in Italy with a station set up to talk to the ISS for us. We'll be connecting through a telebridge, essentially a telephone tap, with Johnson Space Center in Houston on a teleconference to make this happen for our kids. These students are involved with the aviation school here at Flabob. They had a contest in their classes for the best questions to submit to the ISS, and we have almost 20 students here who are shining examples of our future. Okay. We're going to have a marvelous hour here at Flabob Airport.
Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra Sierra, this is India Kilo 1 Sierra Lima Delta Telebridge Station calling for a scheduled Iris contact. Do you copy, Don? Over. Okay, Don, your signal is loud and clear. Good morning, Don. Today we are acting from Italy as a telebridge station for Flabob Airport Preparatory Academy, located in Riverside, California. Are you ready now for the first question, Don? Over.
This is Sean.
SLD, SLD, NA1SS. Do you copy?
Okay, go ahead, Sing.
This is Sean. When you reposition the ISS to debris and changing altitude, can you feel the movement? Over.
When we change our altitude, we call that doing a reboot, and we lose about 100 meters per day due to atmospheric drag. And the level of acceleration is about 500 micro G. And if you're free floating, you can't feel it, but you can see things on the wall moving around. Over.
This is August. Tell us about the recycling in your waste management program. Over.
We have what we call a regenerative life support system, where we condense the sweat breath from our bodies, and that goes back into our water reclaiming unit. We also recover about 70% of the water from our urine, and then that all goes back into our galley system, and we use it to make dinner with. Over.
This is Josh. What was the last unexpected thing you have seen while on this mission? Over.
The last really neat thing that I saw was a combustion experiment where we were burning spheres of plastic, polymethyl methacrylate, and we were trying to put the fire out once the fire got going, and I was amazed at how difficult it was to put the fire out. Over.
This is Kevin. What was the physical and medical testing to qualify to be an astronaut? Over.
You basically need to have the same flight physical that you have for aviation, and a few more constraints on top of that. You can find out more information on the NASA websites under astronaut selection. Over.
This is Gloriana. What are you noticing from space about any effects of air pollution? Over.
It's really difficult to see air pollution from space. However, you can see haze over cities, but then you can't distinguish whether that's just in the Middle East, you see these huge regional dust storms. But to distinguish whether it's air pollution, it cannot tell that from orbit. Over.
This is Brittany. Besides missing your family and friends, what is the biggest adjustment you have made for this mission? Over.
The biggest adjustment for this mission is going 6 months without taking a bath. Over.
This is Blaine. What is the daily interaction among all crew members, no matter their country of origin? Over.
All 6 of us interact with each other every single day, and we do experiments together, we'll share meals together, we'll do repairs together, and so currently we have 3 Russian crew members, crew member from the Netherlands, European Space Agency, and 2 U.S. astronauts. Over.
This is Nick. How often do you have to reposition your orbit? Over.
We reboost our orbit about once a month, and remember we lose about 100 meters per day due to orbital drag, and so we boost our orbit a couple kilometers about every 3 to 4 weeks.
This is Cody. What is the most exciting repair you have made on the ISS? Over.
The most exciting thing that I've done recently is look at seascape structures, which is a phenomenon involving chemical reactions and diffusion in mediums such as gelatin. Over.
This is Jonathan. Please describe the feeling of liftoff. Over.
Several hours before launch, and then it's quiet and a little bit on the hot side, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of shake and vibration, and you feel acceleration in one direction. Over.
This is Dorian. How do you send photographs to your family? Over.
We use our high data rate radio system, which uses KU band, which is around 15 gigahertz, and goes through the TDRS satellite system, relays down to White Sands, New Mexico, and I can send JPEG images to my family, and they can send JPEG images to me. Over.
This is Cole. What is the effect of solar flares on you or the ISS? Over.
Most solar flares do not affect crew health in any way because the Earth's magnetosphere still is protecting us. However, solar flares do make wonderful aurora displays so that we can look out the windows during nighttime passes and see aurora. Over.
This is Veronica. What are your hopes for the moon base in the future? Over.
Future, I hope that the United States can get a replacement rocket built for the space shuttle. And in the long term, I hope that we venture off away from planet Earth. First step going to the moon and developing a lunar base. Over.
This is Sean. How does the crew regulate their nutritional intake so that they do not gain weight in a weightless environment? Over.
On space station, we have the opposite trouble. We have to worry about losing weight, and we have to worry about losing a lot of weight. So we eat a lot of food up here to keep from weight. Over.
This is August. How does the weightless environment affect your digestion? Over.
The first order weightless environment has no effect on our digestion. Your body works just fine digesting food without gravity. However, it takes a while for your bathroom habits to return to normal when you first come up here because you do not have a gravity assist to help move fluids and solids out of your body. Over.
This is Josh. If there is only one thing that our audience remembers about your mission and the ISS, what would you want it to be? Over.
LPJ, Italia Zelanda 2, Lima, Papa Juliet, over. Italy Zulu 1, 2. Over.
Josh, be ready again.
Okay, David, we have a loss of signal now.
Loss of signal. We're through. You're through.
Okay, thank you, Claudio.
Thanks, you want to get around the phone there? Okay, thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we've shared a memorable event today. Amateur radio station IK1SLD, north of Italy, operated by Claudio Ariotti, contacted Don Pettit, call sign KT5MDT, aboard the International Space Station. He was talking with students at Flabob Airport Prepatory Academy, California. Now, for the international volunteer team of ARIS, including the radio amateur satellite corporations around the world, the American Radio Relay League, and the space agencies, CSA, ESA, JAXA, NASA, and Roscosmos. This is Dave Taylor, amateur radio operator W8AAS, sending my greetings to all of you in amateur radio terms. 73. Best wishes.
Whoa! You did it, Clint. Congratulations.
Oh, no, thank the kids. The kids made this happen. We're here, all four of the students here at Flabob Airport Preparatory Academy.
Wow. Well, this has been great for ham radio. And any last words of wisdom?
I just want the kids, as I told them, to continue looking skyward and do not stop asking questions.